Hi, this is DS Lekte. Today we have two special guests with us in a talk show. It's called Chihut Chiput. So we have a Pamela Vincentint, right? A young beautiful lady from Argentina who is a fashion designer by profession. She did a yoga and meditation course for the first time in the art of living in 2010. And as she felt a complete change in her life after doing the course, she eventually became a yoga and meditation teacher from the year 2012. In the span of just 3 years, she became a full-time teacher in the organizations. For a couple of years, she has been in Bengaluru, in the headquarters of the Art of Living, traveling across the country and spreading the knowledge of Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. And the other, we have Vishnu Prakashji, a young man who oriented himself with the local people out here with his simplicity and innocent and childless smiling face. He is a highly intelligent person who is an engineering graduate and has worked as a software developer with Microsoft in USA for over 6 years, but quit his lucrative job and chose to become a full-time teacher in the art of living. So first of all, welcome to our show, Pamela and Vishnu Prakashji.
Kardom.
And welcome to Karbi Anglong.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's start with Pamela. Okay. This is your first visit to Karbi.
This is my first visit.
Okay.
I start my trip to Northeast 2 months back with the group of internationals. As you mentioned before, I was staying in Bangalore Ashram for many years. So I travel across India, in the south, middle India, and now here. It's very beautiful, and I find India so nice, so diverse everywhere. But especially here, what I like, it's so people is so kind. Yes, and this place is so nice also, like so much greenery, and this place that we are developing, it's very nice to see all the kids around.
Could you please tell me and the viewers how many years you have been in the art of living?
Yes. So I started in art of living 7 years back, and in 2010, what happened? I was in a not good moment of my life at that time. I mean, I don't know. I just you know how life it is. Like you sleep, work, and then your life is like a routine. Life, work, eat, life, work, eat. And then I was in a moment frustrated of my life. So then someone recommended me the Art of Living program. Actually, my mother. So what I experienced when I did the course is this change, this routine, or what I not awareness in life like that. Then this change, and I start to feel happy. I start to feel more focused. My intuition improve also. It's like I start to live the life. I find the sense of the life. Nothing changed too much. Something has been added in my life when I start to practice what I learned in Art of Living.
Okay, you are doing there a good business out there in your country. You are doing a good business out there.
Yes, actually, as a fashion designer, I started my own brand of handbags at that time, and it was working good. It was, as every business, it was some moment of frustration and all this, but it was going good. But it was a period of time. Then I decided after some time to be completely, fully volunteer of Art of Living in my life.
That's why I'm just wondering, you could have earned a lot of money over there because you're running a good business.
But doesn't contradict. You can win so much money and can be happy also with this. But actually I took the decision to be completely, fully in service because I want to share something that's changed my life.
Okay, and then what and who inspired you to do the Art of Living teacher?
Well, actually, the message of Sri Sri Ravi Shankar is what inspired me. His message that is a free stress society, stress-free society, and free of violence, and to put a smile in everyone's face. Because I experienced myself that this is not an utopia, this is real. I experience everyone can be really happy from inside, because we all the time we are thinking to be happy. We are running to get that we want to in life. No, we are working to make more money, to get this, we want more things. But I experience like happiness can be in the present moment. Or completely, I thought that, I believe that.
So then what is yoga and meditations according to you in brief?
yoga and meditation, it's something that can bring your mind to the present moment and make you happy and free from inside. When you can see yourself from inside, then you can, when you are strong from inside, you can overcome your negative emotions, your anxiety, your fears, then you're angry. When you come out of this, then you can free, and then your mind is peaceful, then you can experience yoga, and you can do this with yoga and meditation.
Okay, that's according to you.
Yes.
According to the experiences.
Yes.
Okay, now back to Vishnuji. So is yoga and meditations a religion or just exercise for holistic development of every individual, according to you?
See, yoga is a way of life, you know. For example, nobody can withhold stress. You can't continue being stressed out, and yoga is a very beautiful mechanism to come out of it. So it's a beautiful way and a technique taught by our ancient seers and rishis over the years, and Pujya Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji has revamped it and has brought it like a household item to each and everyone, so that they can be stress free. And then this is not so complicated, it's very simple. You just need to spend 15-20 minutes a day, make your body fit, healthy, make your mind calm and peaceful, have a smile on your face, and do things which can be useful to the society.
Okay, thank you. Now the next to Pamela ji, as you Vishnuji has said, this is the Guruji has just revamped about the ancient techniques of doing yoga through this. People are benefiting in it. So the question to Pamela is that you are different part of the country. You are from different background.
Yes.
So do you feel any conflict with your professional personal religions? I mean to say that you feel any conflict with your personal religion by doing yoga and meditations?
No, not all. First, see, this is, as Vishnu say, is a way of life. So the same way here you can eat pizza that come from Italy, then in Western people can do yoga and meditation that come from India. So it's,
Yes,
so what and also all this yoga and meditation comes from Vedas. That is before any religions. This knowledge that is a knowledge for the humanity, to help people to overcome their problems.
Okay, now back to Vishnuji. You have been out here in the district for the past few months.
Yes.
So it's for some extent the culture, traditions, and the positions of the society living here.
Yes.
So my question to you is, what do you see is the most unique things compared to other states?
The most unique thing of Karbi Anglong is number one, is the food.
Okay.
For example, you get the best possible jackfruit on this planet Earth only in Karbi Anglong.
Okay.
As like I said, similarly, the best possible pineapple is also produced in Karbi Anglong.
Yes.
And what I see, I have been to interiors of Northeast India over last 1.5 years. I see that people here appreciate their culture. For example, you can see people, moving in and around in their traditional dresses. Most of the discussions, debates between the youths is all about promoting their culture, enhancing their culture.
Yes.
So one of the beautiful aspects of Karbi Anglong is the greenery. Like you can see, for example, I have been to all possible biggest cities on this planet Earth. If you stay in Bangalore, next door you can't see a green tree. You can always see concrete items. You can see buildings, you can see airports.
Yeah.
But here you look anywhere, you can see you feel that you are in the laps of the nature. So that is one beautiful aspect of Karbi Anglong. Second thing which I have experienced personally while training the youth leadership training program, the soil of Karbi Anglong is very fertile. You don't have to put any fertilizers. You just put the seed and it will come out in plenty. People here are innocent. The food, and personally I am also learning this Karbi language. Like I have learned one song, O Hemfu Arnam Kardom Kardi Nangden Tha. Like last 8-9 months I had been here. Now I have also started studying the background, the roots of where this Karbi tradition, it came into picture. Like I wanted to share with you, still after 70 years of independence, most of the villages needs holistic development.
Of course.
And we need to train local people to come become leaders and do some brilliant transformation in the society.
Yes, but there is some lingering doubts about the teachings of outdoor living by some section of people.
Okay.
That is especially the youth.
Yeah.
Is the one. It is the outdoor living is considered as one of the wings of RSS.
Okay.
Means the RSS has played a pivotal role with this cave in the dark. So, how far it's true, and what is your opinion on that?
You know what? The vision of art of living is one world family. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Everyone belongs to everyone. One world family. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Vasudha is that earth, Kutumb is the parivar. Ek Vishwa, ek parivar. If you look at the magnanimity of the art of living, our presence is in 155 countries. People from Argentina, people from Pakistan, people from Bangladesh, people from Iraq, Afghanistan, Middle East, all of them are practicing the technique. If you see RSS, techniques is like we have some like techniques like breathing techniques we teach in the program. One of the breathing techniques is called Sudarshan Kriya. It helps one to purify all the toxins out of the system and bring a beautiful state of the mind.
And then what is the exact means exactly what is the motto of the art of living? Is it just to teach the people this Sudarshan Kriya, or?
No. Motto is that number one. One of the motto is that we provide services where people can go through our programs so that they are out of stress. Stress is one of the most talking term of the town.
That is basically taught in the art of living.
Yes, our programs are designed to heal people, make them healthy, make them harmonious, make them happy, and experience inner peace. Other motto of art of living is spiritual upliftment. And the important motto of the art of living is to do service to the society, inspire local people so that they keep promoting, preserving the indigenous culture, traditions, tribes, and have, like Gurudev says, broaden your vision and deepen your roots. So what we do is that we inspire people, we become part of them. We don't discriminate that, okay, I come from Bangalore, you are in Karbi, Anglong. I tell you, the day I came to Karbi, Anglong, I felt like home. And it's such a welcoming experience, when people, I've been like here for so many months. I go out of Karbi, Anglong and I start missing this place. That's the kind of attachment I have developed towards it. So, we appreciate to join each and everyone to us so that the objective of empowering youth, especially in the villages, is taken care of. Many people like to associate with the art of living because it's a global brand. When you say that I am from art of living, people have a high sense of dignity and respect for you. Because Puja Gurudev, he has been traveling whole world. It's just RSS, if you confine, it may be to some part of India. But if you look at the magnanimity of the art of living, it's globally. And in India, you can say RSS, then we have so many supporting organizations. ISKCON is one part of it. They support art of living endeavors. There are so many local people who have supported us in river rejuvenation. So, for example, recently we did Difu River Rejuvenation Program, where we got proper support from the council itself. So, we are just like a catalyst. We go, we inspire people, and we uplift people, and there is no, like the objective is to be happy, make others happy, as simple. Like I just wanted to share, recently just near to our ashram, we have this district prison. And we recently taught this prison smart program, which is for free. It's a 8-day program, and if you see any prisoner, if he comes inside the jail, he suffers from lot of trauma, mental, emotional, physical. With our programs, they got the equanimity of their mind. they felt so relieved, some of their pains have disappeared. So and it's a service. See, imagine me working for Microsoft, coming back to such a beautiful place of Karbi, Anglong.
Yes.
I have a commitment inspired by Pujya Gurudev that we have to do a holistic development. You can't ignore some sections of the society, like the prisons also.
Yeah.
And if you look at their experiences, few of them told that, हम तो भाई जेल में आ गए इसलिए क्योंकि आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग का प्रोग्राम करना था, शायद बाहर रहते तो ये प्रोग्राम हम नहीं कर पाते. So that is what they told, कि we are so grateful to Pujya Gurudev that we are in the jail so that we can learn the program.
Okay, then apart from doing trainings to the inmates,
Yes.
do you do training for the youths also?
Yes. We
other programs.
we are planning to start this skills development centers, where what generally if you see youngsters who have not cleared their 10th or they have just dropped their studies, most of the times if you see they get into a different stream. Maybe they are influenced or they lack a lot of interest and enthusiasm which a youth really has. So what we do, we collect them, we train them with some skills. It brings lot of confidence to them, it brings lot of clarity to them, their energies are channelized, and then they become the change agent. They go back and do something amazing for their local villages. So here we have done almost a training for last, if you look the data, around 150 youngsters who have lost the mission of their life. They have been trained with our youth leadership training program.
Yeah. Youth leadership training program.
YLTP.
This is a special program.
This is a special program designed for youths of villages.
Okay.
What we do in this program is that we first bring that confidence back in them, which somehow they have lost. Okay. We train them with yoga, meditation, Sudarshan Kriya, so that they become healthy, energetic, hygienic,
right.
And they learn with us. They go back and become the change agent.
It's time to take a break.
और अभी एक और भूकंप 7.4 की तीव्रता का
Wait lagi. Ahiring tangrak anlo. Ong dunga tuma pran kedam ta du ta haipo.
Nonjong itong geham bich kimji phansi ji tham bomlo. Nongi pray to duklo.
Nilita hemgimi kimbomlo. Sita lahayala ben asapta nili mathate. Athema nili hemalon extra kipidundo. Athe nili hemgi kimalonge tata discount SD bar pensi kimpondo.
Tata Tiscon SD Extra Safe Bar lagi texture a technical atung pensi Mesena Factory along Selampon lo. Lasi Tata Tiscon SD Bar ke kaita extra safe lo. Atur Kimi outlet opposite LDRB Difu Karbi Anglong Assam. 10% off in every kitchen and dining items like Hawkins, Flux, Milton, Trail, Shreya Iron, etc. 10% off in makeup and cosmetic products. And grocery items.
আজিকালি যিকোনো পাৰ্টি মানে কাঞ্জ জুচ বাই দি ৱে তো কমলাটো খাইছিলি না আনাৰসৰটো পাহাৰীয়া কমলা আৰু আনাৰসৰ পৰা তৈয়াৰ কৰা কাঞ্জ জুচ সম্পূৰ্ণ বিশুদ্ধ কাঞ্জ জুচ খাওক জীৱনৰ মজা লওক
কাঞ্জ জুচ
Opening shortly. A school for playgroup to class 4. Facilities: big and clean classroom, trained and friendly teachers, playway method, creative activities, audio-visual, aided teaching, drill, dance and origami. Child development and education. Learning process with parents as partner. St. Anthony's English School, Lower Dilaji, Birla, Difu 782460, Karbi Anglong. Contact 9859609475 7002770 959. 9957607561. Email santanthonyschool@yahoo.com. Ganj Assam Hill Small Industries Development Corporation pen Arniwang Hemalong akenang sa hormu ason salam pontanglo. Lasinang tum Arniwang kenang sot kecho ason la penthesri alang hithi kulat along longpon ikji. Kang sirtang kejun alang tharwe alang theso alang kecho ajam tu tharmit aduk Thelua kreng Chitronola Ukthor pen chenglok ongdung Hemalong akenang sot hormu longpon ikji.
আপুনি বাৰু বিশুদ্ধ খোৱা পানীৰ অভাৱ অনুভৱ কৰিছে নেকি? এতিয়া আৰু চিন্তা নাই, কাৰণ বজাৰলৈ আহিল কাঞ্চ ৱাটাৰ। বিজ্ঞানসন্মত উন্নত মানৰ প্ৰক্ৰিয়াৰে প্ৰস্তুত কৰা কাঞ্চ ৱাটাৰে আপোনাক দূষিত পানীৰ ভয়াৱহতাৰ পৰা আঁতৰত ৰাখিব।
কাঞ্চ ৱাটাৰ।
Welcome after the break. Now let's start our questions with Vishnuji. Again, I like to come in here. You know, yoga and meditation is fully spread across the world only in the past couple of years. When the International Day of Yoga has declared on 1st June, from that time only people across the world came to know what is yoga and meditations. Earlier, only the sages and other ascetics practice yoga and meditation. That's right. So, do you think it's possible to teach deeper aspects of yoga and meditations without crossing boundaries of ideologies and
Absolutely,
beliefs?
yoga is a common uniting thread. And what Gurudev has done, he has created such a beautiful platform where people globally are learning yoga, meditation, because everyone, like I said in the beginning, nobody likes to have stress. You can't keep holding your fist when you know that there is entire sky when I open up my fist. So like cell phones, somehow it originated from some country, now it's a household thing. Like similarly internet, it originated from some place, it's a household thing. Yoga, we are so proud that it originated from India, and like saints like Pujya Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar ji is working tirelessly to make sure that everyone gets the benefit. Only one competition we have is with the cell phone companies. They are in each and every household. We still have to reach that, and we are very committed that will reach to each and every place very soon.
Sounds great. So we have a stipulated time, I think. So before I come to my last questions, one issue I just want to come is that land issue which Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council has allotted more than 62 acres of land to your organizations at Tisserjo, which is 5 kilometers away from the main town. So for that, leaders of various organizations raised the issue to oppose the move, as you fully aware of that. And in this regard, as far as I'm concerned, there are two factors why they are against the allotment of this land. The first factor is for fear of culture. The first factor is for fear of cultural or religion invasion or assimilation. And as yoga and meditation, what general belief is based on Hinduism. And other fact is geographically the Karbi Anglong is one of the largest district in a state. There are more than 10,000 square kilometer. But unfortunately some part of the regions has been encroached, and some part of the area have perpetually occupied by the illegal migrant. Therefore, now the local citizens are seriously concerned about this fact, and that's why they oppose the move as to stop such happening in the future. Okay. So, in this regard, what would you say, and what would be your reply to the viewers, or do you want to appeal, or request to the local people through this medium?
Absolutely. Today I like to take this opportunity to share our thoughts. Number one, if you go to YouTube or search on Google World Cultural Festival 2016, there were 270 people from Karbi Anglong who went to New Delhi and perform local traditional dance on a global platform, and it has been viewed in 188 countries, which is such a brilliant exposure for our local tradition, tribes, dance. And people had been asking us, what is this, like we have never imagined coming out of Karbi Anglong. And we had been really grateful to Pujya Gurudev that he has given us an opportunity to showcase our deepest roots, traditions on a global platform. So we are, objective of Pujya Gurudev is to preserve indigenous culture traditions. There is no such conflict, number one. And we have been doing wonders, we have been reaching out to local people, See, nobody would like to spend his, for example, look at me, I am very young. I have left all my best time of my life to devote my life to uplift local people. I could have earned happily being a software engineer with Microsoft, traveling globally, but I realized that, to uplift backward places, you need to have some sort of commitment, enthusiasm, and we have been getting such a nice support from each and every one of us here. So this land issue is, my simple comment is that, see, the council requested Pujya Gurudev, our principal secretary ma'am, she had she met Gurudev, and she told Pujya Gurudev what we can do, how we can make sure that our youths are employed, they have skills to deal with the outside Karbi Anglong. So she, and then Pujya Gurudev just blessed her, and then she told that Guruji, we like to start a skills development center of the art of living. And Pujya Gurudev blessed her. She came back, and then she reached out to us, said that, hey, what, this tourist complex has been lying vacant for almost 18 years, and it's of no use, and next 20-30 years we don't have simple roadmap to do anything for it. We would be grateful if you can do something for us. We got an official letter from the council that Art of Living, please start something for our people.
But the fact is that social organizations keep on protesting and keep a raising voice in this regard. What would you say? And
I request each one of them to just come, meet us, and look at what is our vision. We are not against you at all. I am here, maybe you can consider me someone coming from Bangalore, Vishnu, good guy, but my objective is to be a catalyst. I want to instigate that Desh Bhakti, that Gaon Bhakti, that Karbi Anglong Bhakti in each and every one of you, and provide some of my experiences so that you can be the change agent. Personally, my dear, I don't want to, like whole life I want to be in Karbi Anglong, okay, because many places are waiting for us. We have such a scarcity of bandwidth to work at so many places. So we have been investing our youthfulness, our energy, not anything for money, fame, name. We have been staying here in this ashram without light, and we have been training youngsters, we have been giving our best just to uplift the society, and we need each one of you. Please come support us, join hands with us. And if you look at the Art of Living Karbi Anglong chapter, all the decisions are taken by Karbi people. They have a local society. Our Mohan Taroji is the president, Longbir Ingti is the secretary, Honmili madam is the chairman, Venice Bepi is our co-chairman, and then all the executive members are local people. They invited us just to learn from us. Our objective is to empower them. And we go back.
As you said, your objective is to empower the local citizens,
yes,
the youths out here. So
yes,
what is the task ahead?
Yes. So number one, we want to reach out to each one of you to come and learn this youth leadership training program, where we teach people, and it's a free of cost program. We don't charge anything. You come, you stay with us 8 days. We do proper training. Number one, you become very healthy. and it improves your concentration, it improves your confidence, it improves the way you talk to people, it improves your interpersonal skills. And from our experiences also we share, and also we learn back from you many things. So one of the objective is that we want to reach out to as many dropouts of schools, colleges who have no vision in their life. We want to bring them and teach them some of these trainings, so that they go back, they work towards their local village, they become the local leaders, they become more happy, and like happiness is contagious, it spreads. So we have seen good results. Number 2, we want to start as soon as possible, we want to start a skills development center where we get people.
Skill development center means out here.
Yes, in the in the center of excellence we want to start a skills development center where people can come. Like recently we want to start a sieving machine workshop where they can learn something, and we want to start a beautician workshop where these girls can come, they can get themselves trained, and once they go back it can be a partial source of income for them. So at home, if they are free, say for example in the afternoons they are free, they can start a small local shop where it gives a small source of income for them, which brings lot of esteem, courage, confidence in them. We also have plans to start a sanitary pads project, which is a buyback from the government. So we tell people, come here, manufacture these sanitary pads, and it is led by our Venice. She has been kind enough to take charge of that, and then this whatever they manufacture, it will be procured directly by the government agencies. So what happens, they come, they learn, and then they have a source of income. We also want to connect with our local Karbi cultural teams and the forums and in the society and the group, so that we should also learn from them. We want to promote Karbi culture on a global platform. We want to take everyone outside Karbi Anglong and show the entire world. You know what? There is something so beautiful and amazing, and it is not known to you. For example, Pamela, see, every day she tells me, what? When I go back, I tell all my friends, come to Karbi Anglong. There's such a nice people, nice food, greenery you can't see on this planet Earth like that, beautiful climate. So we want, personally my thoughts are is that Karbi Anglong should come on a global picture. People should know there is lot of heritage, there is a lot of richness, there is a lot of tribal people, and what challenges they are facing. They should come forward and help them.
Yeah. So apart from this skill development, skill training program, you heard that you also teach zero budget for organic farming. Is it true?
Yes. Few of our like Sona Singh, Ingti ji, and all those people, they went to Bangalore, and then they did a 3 months program of organic farming. Zero budget. So they learned something called Neem Astra. Yeah, and then they learned this Gomutra therapy, where they don't need to buy fertilizers. Then our objective would be to create a seed bank here, so that we can give the local, preserve the local seeds, and then people can bring it to us, take it back home. It's like a free thing, so that we preserve also, so that some of the things we don't want to lose.
That's
so
right.
Seed bank, the first and foremost thing in our team, all of our society people have decided we should create a seed bank. If you see, Art of Living has been working just not now. We were never behind this land, it came to us. We had been working in Karbi Anglong for last 15 years.
Okay.
Last 15 years, we have distributed so many solar lights in the extremes of Karbi Anglong. Solar lights, yeah.
It's free of cost, right?
It's free of cost,
Okay.
It's free of cost, we have taught people some basics of yoga, pranayama, meditation to so many villages there. So objective is to We want to connect with you, associate with you, learn with you, work together with you, join hands with you, and together we can make a difference.
That's true. Okay, my final question. This is about my personal experience, but I believe that there are uncountable persons like me who came across an experience the same. I do yoga and meditations, and I have been in these organizations since 2015. And I felt some changes in my life after doing basic course, but eventually experienced some conflict in me with my own religious belief. The fact is that our religion is enemies in nature. Enemies in nature. I mean to say that we sacrifice fowl and animals like pigs, goats, and so what I feel while doing yoga, when I sit for meditations and all this technique, first I feel something like betraying my own religion, and something like this conflict. Some conflict in me. So what do you suggest in this? Because this is this is my personal experience where I came across. So what would you say in this regard?
There is no such conflict. Number one, when you say animal sacrifices and all, actually what it means scientifically. If you comprehend it, it means that sacrifice the animalistic tendencies within you, like getting fearful, getting angry, getting frustrated, getting stressed out, getting lustful. Somehow it's just not Karbi Anglong. Everywhere somehow it got manipulated, and people said that you should sacrifice a goat or a pig. Actually the theme was that sacrifice the animalistic tendencies within us, and somehow it became a ritual.
Okay, how much is true? How much true, I don't know. But then what our people believe, who worship as Chorkli Chupijo, we call it, Chorkli Chupijo, they believe that this is one of the oldest religions. In our district there are many religions, but for who embrace new religion like ISKCON and Lukimon, they have no problems in this, because they maintain they worship like the way what the other worship, the Hinduism worship. But we means the religions who embrace that one, enemies in nature, they felt they have some problems. Because I myself experienced there is some. I feel like when I'm doing and sit down for meditations, it comes some things in my mind that just betray that.
Nothing like that, my dear. You don't have to. The art of living objective is to make you happy. Whatever you do, if you are happy at the end of the day, and if you have a good sleep, and at the end of the day if you have done something good for the society, please continue whatever you are doing. Yes or no? So there is no such conflict. I personally like to clarify all the viewers that you please, see, in any religion if you see, there are like 98% good things and 2% not so good things. For example, in Hinduism, earlier there was something called the sati pratha. If a husband dies, a wife also has to be burnt the pyre. Now this was not good. It was part of Hinduism for so long, but then what happened, people came up and then they say that in this point of time, in this context of time, it is not justified. They did change. That's how we evolve in the society. So we should pick the best of everything, and we should keep discarding which is not relevant at this point in context of time. Yes or no? So, and we really appreciate, we are in love with Karbi people. Prisoners can do, they are inside jail. You are free. Please make some time, come and explore what we are here to offer.
Okay, it's time for us to wrap up, because we have a stipulated time. So we are touching many topics, and some of the topics are very important for appeal, and I do hope the viewers got clear answer, because about yoga and meditations in a district, especially in the districts.
No. It's not absolutely not needed.
Okay, now I hope optional. Now I hope that Vishnuji and Pamela have cleared all the doubts which has been lingering in your mind for long.
And we like to thank each one of you. We like to meet each one of you, connect with you, learn from you, come to your home, have local desi food, and explore more about the rich culture and tradition of Karbi Anglong.
So thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to both of you.
Wangtu. Kadom.
So thank you so much, viewers, for watching, and stay tuned with us.